software companies have been getting hammered recently after Salesforce's earnings. Basically, had a huge negative impact on all software stocks across the market and just tech as a whole. However, our portfolio has done pretty well. We're up almost 1% today. Meanwhile, the SP 500 is up 0.1% pretty much. So today was a good day for us. We had a huge drop midday. We were down about 0.2%, and then we gapped all the way back up. And it's been like that the past two trading days. I think Friday we had something similar, but we're still chilling near all-time highs for the S&P. Let me look at this. Whew, what a monster year. But today I kind of have a lot to cover, so I'm gonna try and make it short. But honorable mentions before we get started. I mean, look at Nvidia, up 5% today to $1,154 a share. Wow, insane. And meanwhile, you guys got to keep in mind this is a $2.83 trillion market cap company. Insane. It's moving up 5% like this. So I've never seen anything like this. And even though my portfolio was young here, like it says we didn't start until after, January. But I've been, in the stock market game for, I want to say 2 years. So 3 years. So I've seen a fair share of I've seen Tesla, when it was in its prime days going up to $400 a share and stuff like that. It was a crazy time. But yeah, Nvidia is a monster. I mean, everybody knows that. But let's get right into this. So like I said, software companies are on sale right now. We got Salesforce. We've had a very attractive valuation, in my opinion, at $236. I did buy a lump sum amount whenever it dropped. I think it was like the day after it dropped. I bought $300 worth, and we're already up 7% on it. So if we look at the 1 month chart, I think our average cost is $219. So we bought like right there. And I want to buy more. I want to, build this out to a larger position. I was just hoping for a little pullback after it, bounced back from that drop. I think we will right now. Everything's so hot and everybody's so emotional right now, so it needs to cool off a little bit. But I think people are realizing this is a really good valuation for this company. Up 56% the past 5 years. I checked Webull earlier. It had an attractive forward PE. I think it was like 24, 26. And it pays a dividend. So, I mean, great company, and I want more of it. So next up is Adobe, which is our newest position. I told you guys last video, I said, spoiler alert, this is going to be our next position. And we stay true to our word. It's very, very small. We only have $100 in here. But we're buying in here and there whenever we get the money to. So our average cost is $443. It's at $440 right now. I mean, look at the 1 year chart. It's been hammered the past, basically since the beginning of this year. Just, I think down like 30% from all-time highs. Look at this. Up 5 years, it's up 62%. But Adobe slept on. I think this is a great time to buy. It has an attractive 4 PE as well. So I'm going to try and build out a position here, try and bump this number up to maybe 3, 4, 5% of the portfolio. Hopefully it stays lower. I know it has earnings coming up, I think, when it's earnings. Let's see. Earnings on June 13th, I think is the same date as the Tesla meeting. So that'll be an exciting day. I'm expecting them to do good on earnings. And basically, a lot of people have been talking about how AI is going to hurt these three companies right here. And I don't see how that is possible when I feel like AI is going to benefit all these companies. Right now, when you look at the market, you see AI benefiting, the hardware companies like Nvidia, all the chip stocks and stuff like that. AMD, Nvidia, and even Supermicrocomputer, which isn't a chip stock. It actually sells like, the racks and stuff for the data centers, but it's all the hardware right now. I think in about 6 months to a year, maybe it takes longer than that. I don't know. But I think we're going to start seeing these kind of companies really start to reap the benefit. Things are just hot right now. Investors are confused. The market is finicky, but I think it will pay off in the long run. If you read here, I wrote another position because I wrote this Word document, I think yesterday, like last night. And I said that another position that I want to fill out is Shopify. I want to get it up to 10 shares, and that's what I did today. Where's Shopify? Right here. It's at $59.60 right now. Our average cost is $58.30. We got our 10 shares, which is exactly what I wanted. It's a good starter position. And I think AI is going to benefit Shopify. people don't think of Shopify as an AI play. I think AI is going to help Shopify in the long run. So it's taken a beating. This thing has plenty of room to run. I could so easily see this hitting $100 a share in a year or 2 or 3, like so easily. And with 10 shares, 10 times 100, that's $1,000. So that's a good return on our money right there. Snowflake was our third stock up here, by the way. Snowflake has been a bastard child, excuse my language. But it's been going down pretty rough, and I think it's because people aren't seeing the immediate effect of AI on this play. You look at Nvidia's earnings and stuff like that, and you see the dramatic increases in earnings and the crazy guidance raises and these insane returns, and Snowflake and these software companies aren't quite showing that yet. So investors are getting worried. And not to mention, Snowflake is a very richly valued company. And like I said, I entered this one too early, but it is what it is. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen in the market. But I remember watching this when it was up in the 200s and watching it drop after earnings when CEO Frank Slootman left. But, people were all on, Frank Slootman, all on his jock. Like, we got a new CEO here from Google. I think it was their marketing or advertising team. I'm not sure, but he 10 times the value of the team or firm he was in. So I'm very confident in this new CEO, and I think AI will benefit Snowflake in the long run. It's bringing generative AI to data. So, and it has partnership with Nvidia and all the other players as well. And who knows? It could not work out. That's why I'm keeping this a small position in my portfolio. But long term, I think it will work out. I think it's just going to be a bumpy road. I did expect it to go up after earnings. I'm not going to lie. But at the end of the day, it's okay. We're holding strong. I'm not in a huge rush to buy this because, like I said, it is richly valued. I could see this going under $125 a share. I could see it going under $115 a share. I hope it doesn't. But if it does, that's why I'm kind of keeping this a smaller position. If it does, I want to have, enough money to add to it and bring the average cost down as much as possible. Because what YouTuber is it that I watch? But I think it's Stealth Wealth Investing. It's a pretty interesting channel. I recommend you guys go watch him. Stealth Wealth Investing. He says share count. In the end of the day, share count is what matters. How many shares you have, and that's true. Because right now the average cost is irrelevant. 5 years from now, if the cost per share is 500, 600, and let's be modest. Let's say in 5 years the stock price is 250 or 300, which I think is going to be a lot higher than that. But you think I'm really going to be stressing, oh man, I wish I bought at 135 and not 155? No, it's not going to be relevant. So it's hard to not get caught up in the whole emotional game. It really is. And to see your positions not work out the way that you think they will or they would. So, but you just gotta kind of mute the emotions. Look, it's down 14% this past month. So it's all right. We're not tripping. I think it's our worst performing play. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm really not stressing about it. It's a small chunk of our portfolio. And the same thing goes for Shopify is a smaller one. Salesforce is still a smaller one. Palantir is richly valued. I could see this dipping below $20. I'm really hoping it does. Palantir actually had a really red day today. It was down over 2% at one point. It was down 3%. So what was today's low? 20? Was it hit the $20 mark? 21.01. So it held the $21 mark. But it's been bouncing off the support, but it has had slightly higher lows. So I've seen so many opinions on Palantir, and some people say, oh, it's richly valued, it's really expensive, and some people say, I heard someone the other day say Palantir is the Messi of AI. The Messi of AI. That is a strong statement to make. And who knows, 5 years from now, I could be looking back at this video and like, oh my gosh, Palantir at $20 a share, now it's $200 a share. That could happen. But keep in mind, even though it's at $20 a share, it's at, what, $50 billion in market cap? Yeah, $50 billion in market cap. So if it, 5 to 10x, that's a large company. And it very well could happen, especially with AI. So I do want Palantir a bigger chunk of my portfolio. I believe in it. I think it's very, very exciting what they're doing. I like the CEO. But like I said, I want this in the $20 range, preferably under $20, but it's going to take something to get under $20. Either a market downturn, a negative catalyst, or something to get it under 20, because right now there's so much support and there's so much retail behind this thing that it's really going to be tough. But the good thing about there being a lot of retail in this is that, let's say something does happen and it breaks the $20 support. There's going to be a lot of panic selling from the retail side, and I'll be able to get some shares cheap because everybody's going to be panicking, and because a lot of people are in Palantir for the short term. A lot of people want this thing to go to $50 in a month, and the reality is it's just very unlikely it's going to happen. So versus us, long-term investors, where we're holding for 5 years, where we could care less what it does in a month or two. So yeah, Salesforce, Adobe, Snowflake, those are the stocks on sale right now. So the rest of my money this week will likely be going into Adobe. I went ahead and transferred my money this week into my account, the $250. So I spent $150 today, which was a little heavier. I usually do $50 every market day, but I did $150 today because I wanted to go ahead and get that Shopify position established while it's still under $60. I believe it is going to go above $60 soon. So I got that filled out, so I'm content with my Shopify. And I also added a little bit to Adobe today. And we're going to build this thing out. So what else did I write here? Salesforce, I want to buy that, but like I said earlier, waiting for that cool down to happen. And another important thing that we haven't talked about Tesla in a minute, because it hasn't really been doing much. And there hasn't been much news about it. Let's look at the 3-month chart. Or no, let's look at the 1-year chart. So like I said, it's been kind of flatlining here. So I had that big dip, and then it's just boom, flatlining. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, this chart's looking really good. I mean, you got like almost like a little cup and handle here. You got the stagnation, or the consolidation right now, and then dips, and then back to the stagnation or consolidation, whatever. I'm getting my words mixed up today, guys. Give me a break. It's been a long day. It's very likely we could see a gap up here to the $200 level. That'd be awesome. Or if it dips, I think it's going to be flat until this June 13th earning, or June 13th shareholder meeting, not earnings. Jeez, my mind is all over the place. It's already June 3rd today. So June 13th is going to be a big, big, big day. Obviously, I voted yes. I talked about this in past videos that I voted yes. I think if you're a shareholder in Tesla, you'd be very, very dumb to vote no. Sorry if I offended anyone there, / not sorry. I mean, Elon Musk as CEO has, even in the past 5 years, 1,400%, nearly 1,400% your money in the past 5 years, and you want to vote no for his compensation package? What are you thinking? What do you, like, if you vote no for this compensation package, for the terms, if he, you're paying him for his performance as CEO. So if you vote no to paying him for this, then I feel like the stock should give up all the gains that it had in the past 5 years. That's only fair, right? Because he doesn't get paid, neither should you. He returned you 14 times your money. I think that's around 14 times. But he doesn't deserve a penny for it. Like, seriously? Like, come on. I get it. It's a lot of money, and he is very controversial. But it's as simple as give the man the money that he's owed. It's as simple as that. One more thing, since I'm just on a ramble right now. Let's look up Gamestop. Gamestop today. I mean, what a circus, right? I mean, it was up 100% earlier at $45, and then just dropped. I mean, GameStop has been insane. Obviously, I'm not in it. I'm not in the short-term game. But it is, like I said, it's interesting to watch from the side. Nonetheless, I'll look on Wall Street Bets every now and then and see the guys on there just talk about, all their positions. It's craziness, just straight gambling. But like I said, it is funny to watch. What else? I think that's it. Just software and GameStop. That's all that's going on right now. Working, saving. We hit the $16,000 mark as of now. Market could easily, start taking a downturn, and we can, lose that $16,000 level. But nonetheless, super exciting. Very proud of our progress. And thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video for our next update.